Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you are listening to this. I think I got cut off. Anyway, um, are you a mom or grandma or dad who sometimes feels like you're a referee? You're battling a whirlwind of conflicts on a daily basis. One minute, your little angel is sweetly smiling at you and gooing, and the next, they're throwing a toy at you. Or they're in the throes of full out tantrum because you didn't cut their toast the right way. One minute, your heart swells as you watch your kids. They're getting along so well, being so loving to each other. And then next, they're at each other over something seemingly insignificant. Um, or one minute, you're having a heart to heart with your tweener teen. And the next minute, you're being screamed at as the worst mother in the world. And you just don't understand. Imagine a world with minimized conflict, where tantrums are tamed, chaos is conquered, and peace and harmony reign supreme. Sounds impossible? It's not. Who am I and what do I know? For those of you who don't know me or don't know this about me or are meeting me for the first time, I'm Mary Kerwin, and I'm a mom to four grown children. I'm a grandma to two whom I'm a caretaker for. I'm a teacher turned coach, and I am the founder of Confident Families and the creator of Encourage Greatness Parenting. I truly believe that you are the best parent for your kids, but I also believe in the power of learning and growth, and that no one does this parenting thing alone. Uh, I value engaging in meaningful discussions, in exchanging ideas, and building a supportive community because I think together we can learn and grow in a positive and collaborative environment. So if you're looking at this, please let me know who you are and where you're from. And if you're watching this on the replay, place hashtag replay and tell me the same. And if you have questions or need advice or simply want to have an interesting conversation, I'm here for you. Feel free to comment in here or in the group, or reach out to me and we'll go down this pathway together. And as I said, minimizing conflicts is not impossible, but it does take effort and consistency. And here are 5 tips that just may help you find your bliss. Tip number 1, I like to call a parent without a sense of humor is like an accountant who's terrible at math. So embrace the power of laughter. Laughter is like an ultimate superpower when you're a mother. Sometimes the situation can be diffused with a funny remark. When things are tough, when the poop hits the fan, when their words feel like a slap in the face or a punch in the gut, a well-timed joke can diffuse the situation. If not appropriate, try seeing the humor in the situation instead. Instead of losing your cool, try and see where you can move yourself past it. Sometimes you have to dig deep. Sometimes you have to dig very, very deep. You know, some of the stories we tell now around our kitchen table with my children and we laugh about didn't really seem funny in the moment. Not to me, not to them. My kids love sitting around the table or sitting in the living room discussing the remember when. Usually, mom did. It's usually about a time when my reaction to something was a little bit over the top, or when one of them did something outrageous, and it's actually a brings us much joy. Uh, Tip number 2: is it worth it? We've all heard this. Choose your battles wisely. Let's face it, not every disagreement with a child needs to turn into World War III. Although sometimes they do. If your kid insists on wearing mismatched socks or shoes, or your teen wants to go grunge or dye their hair pink, think to yourself, does this really matter in the grand scheme of things? Now, it might, but it might not. So, letting go of the small stuff can bring a whole lot of peace in your life. Tip number 3: back off. Create a me zone. or no, no, create two me zones, one for you, one for them. It's like a sanctuary where you can escape the chaos and recharge your batteries. It could be your special chair, a cozy corner in your room. It could be in the shower with the water running, or even just a few minutes with a good book or music, either calm and peaceful or dancing, whatever your choice. Or it could be just enjoying a cup of your or a glass of your favorite beverage of choice. Um, Whatever it is, make sure you have that space. Not make sure, yeah. Try to have a space carved out for yourself. You know, it's very important, because a happy mom equals happy kids, right? And excuse me, do the same for them. Create a space where they can go to decompress. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Again, a chair in the corner of a room or a floor pillow or whatever, technology free. Sometimes sitting in a bubble bath helps kids. In our house, my grandson has we have a milk, we call it a milky spot. He calls it a milky spot. A big floor pillow in a nook that's next to his bookcase and his boom box where he has music and books on tapes. And he takes his blankie when he used to take his bottle and lie on it when he was tired or he needs to calm down or unwind. And sometimes it's my suggestion and sometimes it's his choice. Just for reference, he's 3. But and my kids have, they have their room, but their room is an isolation center. But and that's fine if that's what they use it for. But if it has too much stimulation in it, it doesn't really work as well. It could be a spot in their room. Tip number 4. What'd you say? What did you say? Communicate, communicate, communicate. Miscommunication leads to conflicts. So take the time to really listen to your child and understand their needs. And sometimes that means seeing what they're saying behind their words and behind their attitude. And don't forget the power of open, honest conversations, whether it's with the wee ones or the toddlers, the tweens, the teens, or the in betweens. Explaining why certain things are important to you can go a long way in minimizing conflicts. But my advice would be to keep the conversation short and sweet. Uh, I have a theory after being in the field of education and for my most of my long life, um, that after about a dozen words or so, your conversations begin to sound more like lectures, and the kids just stop listening. I liken it to like the Charlie Brown cartoons where when the adults speak, all we hear is wah 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 wah. I think that that's what they hear after we go on and on and on. Even when we're trying to explain things calmly, short and sweet, no matter how old. Uh, Lastly, tip number 5, right? Now, this is 5, yeah. Be perfectly imperfect. Give yourself some grace. You'll mess up along the way. Life is messy, and you're human. To err is human. To forgive divine, forgive yourself too. Let's be real. None of us have it all figured out. So when you do make mistakes, apologize, learn from them, and move on. Instead of focusing on the missteps and beating yourself up because all that gets you is bruised, celebrate the victories, even the little ones. They sat and ate breakfast with you. They answered you in more than a grunt or one word. You got through the grocery store without any tantrums. Remember that being peaceful is not really about eliminating all conflicts, and it's not definitely not about perfection. It's about learning how to navigate your way through the chaos that we call life and giving yourself and your kids some grace and letting the good times, not the conflicts, define your life and relationships. And if you'd like support identifying and changing these patterns that are not serving you and yours, I would be more than happy to be that support. So you can schedule a breakthrough session today. We'll look at your goals. We'll look at the challenges you're facing, the opportunities you might be missing. We'll also uncover hidden problems that may be sabotaging your desired results. and a kind of a fresh set of eyes and ears on the situation. And you'll leave the session feeling renewed and re-energized and inspired to get the results faster and easier than you thought possible. And you'll have a plan of action to do just that. And for the people in this group, this breakthrough session is complimentary. Uh, that's it for now. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. And ciao, ciao until next time. Peace out, baby.